Welcome to another edition of Top Producer. Continuing with the previous topic of about how to identify real buyers and sellers and how to make the critical 5 questions of the what, where, why, when, and how much, and how to use those questions not only for our advantage but also for the client's advantage and identify the real possibilities of making the sale. Now, I want to continue with 3 more questions that we need to talk about or analyze when we are purchasing a property. We need to understand that every time you, myself, or any other person buys a property, we are sacrificing one of 3 things. So there's a sacrifice, right? Sacrifice. What is it? Well, Mr. Client, all right? Every single time we're purchasing a property, we sacrifice one of 3 things. And we have to decide today if we can find the property we're looking for and the client is undecided, then we have to have this conversation. We need to figure it out today. What is it that we're going to sacrifice? Well, number 1, are we going to sacrifice space? All right? Number 1, let's say we're looking for a property for $500,000 to in downtown Miami, right? But we can only find properties for $600,000 to in downtown Miami. When we get to that point, well, we have to decide, Mr. Client, number 1, are we going to sacrifice space? We might be able to find a property for $500,000, all right, for $500,000, but it can be a 2-2. It has to be a 1 bedroom apartment. Does that make sense? Number 2, we can stay. If this is non-negotiable, then we need to sacrifice either the location, right? It might not be downtown Miami. It might be 5-10 minutes from downtown Miami, all right? So it might be the location, or finally, we need to sacrifice the price of the property, money. Which of the 3, Mr. Client, are we going to sacrifice? If we want to live in downtown Miami, to $500,000, what's more important for you? What's non-negotiable in this equation? All right. Every single time, Mr. Client, when we're purchasing a property, we all, regardless of how much money we have, we are sacrificing something. Even if we're buying a $50 million property because we don't want to sacrifice space and we don't want to sacrifice location, well, we are paying $50 million for the property. We're sacrificing the money. In your case, Mr. Client, what are you willing to sacrifice? You want to put more money? You want to move a little bit further than downtown? You want to explore any other area in the city? Or you want to move to a smaller unit? What's non-negotiable here in this equation? This way, we can identify if the client qualifies or is looking for something that is available in the market. Does that make sense for you? I hope it does. It helps every single agent in our coaching program. When people sit in our seminars, in our offices, frustrated with those clients that they can close, they've been working with clients for a month and a half, 2 months, and they can make the sale, they can close the deal, is usually because we don't know the previous 5 questions, which are what? What is it that you want? Where do you want it? Why? 5 times why. Why do you want it? When do you want it? And how much are you willing to pay for it? And sometimes we can't find what the client is looking for because of the money they're willing to pay, because of the locations they want to be at, or the space. So those 7 questions will allow you to identify the right client. Okay? Is it a real client or is it just a lead? I hope not only that you understand this, but use it in a daily basis. Have a very, very productive day.